again, or you want to save those?
No, I don't think so. It would be easier though, wouldn't it?
Well, we don't always go for the easy rocks.
Let the next watch get one.
Hold on a minute.
Yep.
Kick that in there. Okay.
How much do you want?
15 or so centimeters.
You are not on SPL?
Sorry, 15 or so centimeters.
Oh, I am on SPL.
I wasn't.
I don't know.
Okay.
I was talking to Ben, sorry. To Sam, sorry.
Can you look at the wrist a little more? Yeah, there we go. Yes, that's what I wanted.
Do you need zoom at all?
Bubble cam will help you.
Yeah, okay.
And Sarah, I'm assuming we want to try to put this in one of the small.
Albert, can you help me by
It's
keeping an eye on
possible. That would be
Argus Mezzo?
Should be small.
I'm
enough.
looking at it as much as I can, but
No, I keep looking at it also, don't worry.
okay. Oh, I know this is the right thing because it's behind the bar.
That's right. You're in the perfect place.
Mm-hmm.
That's like one of those skill words.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that claw bent?
I don't think so, is it?
Maybe.
Yikes.
No, not.
No jokes.
Perfect. A little twist. Look at that.
Nice.
Job's not done yet.
Could we get a quick zoom?
Yes. Yeah,
22, Sarah?
Yep.
halt, I say.
All right, zoom in there, video.
Do you want closer or further away?
That's good if you can get a focus on it.
And continuous risk is going to model it for us by rotating very slowly.
Look at that.
Thanks, continuous wrist.
True to its name. Can't
Yep.
stop, won't stop.
Where are we putting this? You want to go for one of the little boxes?
Yes, please.
Okay. To mentally prepare for that level 3 attempt.
All right,
Okay.
full wide.
I've got you pulled all the way out.
Roger. All right, switching the cameras. Box out. Okay.
They're all empty, right? Yeah.
All the small ones are,
Yeah, for these ones where it's just like one piece hanging down, I wouldn't try and put the jaw in the box, just bring it down on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, it shouldn't float.
Okay. That is a really good thing to know about a coral, actually,
Yeah.
is whether it'll float or not.
Is it a witch or not?
It's mostly the, well, small snippets of like primnodes will, but the black corals tend to be the ones that just take off on you.
Looks good. Oh no. Oh. That's too bad. Try and
It's the
Nope.
toaster.
whatever you're trying, it's not gonna work. It's
Yeah.
insane. Oh well. Close box.
That really
I thought it
was-
was gonna go into.
Uh-huh.
Led you astray.
So much for them not floating, Sam.
Yeah.
It didn't float. It just fell
There's
down.
a fair bit of current going
2
by
inches
too.
to the
Yeah,
right.
probably that. Yeah, I really thought that was
normal
going
view.
in. Okay, well,
One more haircut.
now we know. Yep. He was looking a little in need of a haircut. These jaws are so ridiculous.
It reminds me of the robot from Iron Man.
From what?
From Iron Man.
Never
Iron
saw
Man,
it.
I can't remember.
Tony Stark has a robot with a claw,
Oh.
but it's like a bumbling robot.
It's a very cooperative coral to sample.
Yeah. So
Is it kind of brittle? I wonder.
I think, yeah, for something as strong as Hercules.
Well, some of those other corals are very like whippy and tend to like be harder to break.
Yeah, the black corals are really tough. The skeleton is super strong, and then it'll like
All right.
stick to the claw, and then it will float like all the way to the surface if you let it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So even like some of the like Liopathes I've collected, you couldn't even like open the bio box like this necessarily.
Oh,
It would,
really?
Like, yeah, you'd risk like
Once
it
you had
floating
gotten
out.
it, it was
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Stuffing.
Can we go in any further?
No. Yes? No.
Can you rotate a little bit?
Okay.
Yeah, that way, yeah.
There
There
we
you go.
go.
Nice.
Nice job.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tricky getting that out of there.
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure it's out of my jaws, actually.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta kind of keep them open, but not fully. Nice job.
Nice work.
Cool.
Phew. That was my nemesis.
Good.
All right, you can just keep trucking whenever you guys are ready.
Roger.
I'm gonna give you a reset.
Sure.
See? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah.
Can
Okay.
I push the camera in just a little bit for you?
Yep.
Perfect. Do you have any kind of study on how sampling 15 centimeters of coral affect the colony? Does it eventually kill the colony, or the colony has no problem on recovering from that, or we have no study on that, or?
There are corals where they've gone back to like the same coral years after, and I think it's like actually pretty minimal.
Start moving, or you wanna get in a better position?
No, you can start moving.
Bridge nav, step please. Thank you.
Back up to full beans.
Yeah, so we covered like 200 meters of ground so far.
Okay.
How far are we supposed to go?
We won't talk about
1,000.
that.
Okay.
I think we need more samples, though.
Yeah, we didn't do any sampling on our last watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're averaging out.
We're not there yet, though. Just keep up the good work.
Well, and we might hit another sandy bit and cruise too.
Yeah. Oh, if we hit another
Wow, this
sandy
looks
bit,
so
we're
different,
gonna-
this rock face.
Another one?
Is that a Tinavore? What is that?
Yeah, another move, yeah.
Bridge nav.
Zoom in there,
Step
video.
again, please.
Looks like it.
Thank you.
Gabby, can you kill the lasers?
Uh-huh.
Wow,
Whoa.
cool. You can kind of
So-
see like the pulsing of the,
But that's not the
The
one
light
cell
down the
thing that you said
combs?
earlier, no?
wow, cool.
Whoa.
Those are so pretty.
What were you asking, Albert?
That's not the one cell thing that you said earlier.
No.
Okay. Now it's a slightly better focus, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, great video on that.
Yeah, filming a semi-transparent thing is tricky, I guess.
Yeah, that's hard for Nick to focus on, I'm sure, eh?
Yeah, a little bit challenging.
You're doing great. Even catching the little like light pulses there.
Are those like neurons and synapses?
No, we definitely wouldn't be seeing those.
Does this thing has neurons and synapses? Or does it work in a completely different, like, doesn't have a nerve system or something?
I mean, they're pretty relatively primitive, but I'm sure they have some kind of primitive neural net.
There you go. All right.
Coming out.
Another step.
Yes, please.
Reach nav, step again, please.
Looks like a little cave on the left.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this rock is really cool.
This rock rocks.
Nick,
Oh,
you haven't
there's
told
a
any
little
jokes
sandstone.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Are you feeling okay?
It's daylight hours. I gotta save them for later.
All right.
Oh, we'll have plenty of blue
Well, no,
water probably.
We're not gonna dive later. What time are we gonna come out?
I
4
think-
a.m.
Yeah, I think we'll have our shift.
Yeah.
Is it
tonight.
4? I thought it was changed to 12.
Oh, it
Last dive
could have
plan,
been. I thought it was.
I'm not
4.
meaning to start rumor mill. I might be wrong.
but it makes more sense to me for how this ship operates to recover at 12. Normally we don't do recoveries at 4 a.m. Unless it's like,
Yeah.
Do a quick zoom on that white guy in the middle.
Roger, go ahead, video.
Wow,
what's
that's
that? That's
very
new.
dense looking with all the polyps.
Oh.
That's new.
really cool.
Can we collect that?
Yes.
Reach nav, hold position, please.
Are we in a good position to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna pull out?
Sure, yeah, full wide.
Looks like a chrysogorget, just a really dense, kind of planar looking one.
Yeah, the polyps look big too.
How much would you like, Alexis?
Just a sniff, it doesn't have to be the whole thing.
Okay.
So be aware that Argus will swing
Yeah.
like 20 meters. But it looks clear on the sonar, so.
That
Ah.
actually seems like maybe an okay direction to
No, he's gonna swing into that.
yeah.
So let's just hold on a minute. Because when I sit there, I'm gonna be at like 25 meters delta, so I can't really have you any higher.
Right.
Just let it
Okay.
play out.
Yeah, where do you think you're going to want to sit?
Right around here and give you the scope with the arm.
Can you go like below it? Because that's going to be like a, but I don't want to take the whole thing.
No, I am coming down. I'm saying I'm going to be on this side, right?
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm tracking.
So when you guys say things like delta, what does that mean?
The delta is the distance between Argus and Herc in the vertical. And we usually talk about the distance between those two and managing it in terms of like tether management. It's like we have 40 meters of tether. So if we're less than 20 meters apart, the tether will end up sort of up by Argus, and that's not ideal. We want to keep the tether pretty well stretched out.
That might work for you.
But at the same time, if the tether's too stretched out, as Argus bobs up and down, it can transmit some of the heave to Herc, which is the opposite of what Argus was designed for. Argus was designed to decouple heave from Herc.
Okay. Science, do you want to get a close-up image of this before they start cutting?
That'd be great.
But wait till they're set up.
Yeah, just hold on till we get set down.
Now ship stop, Argus is aft straight down, so it should be pretty fine now. You shouldn't move.
Okay, go zoom in there.
It's lovely. It looks like a shrub. A hedge.
Yeah, a lot of the crystal gorgets I've seen are a lot like sparser looking with the polyps.
You okay on for video?
Yeah, you can start sampling whenever you're ready.
Okay, full wide.
Coming out.
All right, Gabby.
Yep.
Okay. I have an idea of how to do this, but feel free to chime in.
Just get the arm out there. You might have to, you're going to have to like pitch in and bring the arm like forward, or you're going to have to pitch up. If you have to go up, I might have to back down slope for you a bit.
Okay.
See what it looks like.
I was thinking about coming across.
Yeah, see what you can get in there.
Okay.
It's not as straightforward as the last one.
Yeah. Agreed.
Bubble cam do you any favors?
Probably. Just trying to decide which wrist I want. Oh man, this might not be the right position. I can see it quite well. Yeah, so this isn't ideal because I'm sort of blind to it, but can open up.
I think the chances of not taking the whole thing will be small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a very big guy.
Might be able to like wedge one side of the jaws in between the coral and the rock in the back.
Okay.
And you can give it a small haircut.
Nom 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 nom.
Want some zoom?
Yeah. How about some zoom video?
Coming in.
There you go.
Think like that?
Yeah, that's probably the way I would try it.
Is that good for you?
Maybe a little more? Yeah. Science, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think that would be good if you could snip that.
It's a small trim.
Just a little tiny haircut.
I'm gonna pull out.
Yeah, full wide. Is that enough for you guys?
It looked like there was a decent amount of mass in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
It's
was
not like
so
super
much.
long,
That's
but
right.
it's,
Yeah, you don't have the length, but you got.
yeah.
That is the way this coral kind of decided to grow, right? Like instead of up, it like.
Yeah.
Small compartment, starboard side.
Yeah, and B is full, so.
Okay, B is full. I think I'll probably aim for the one aft of B then.
Okay.
Okay, switching this.
I bet you could like.
I feel like I don't have any more shoulder. Does that, the boxes are all the way out?
Box is all the way out.
Okay.
Yeah. Excellent.
Is my jaw locked still?
Can't see, you got your finger on it. No, it's not. All kinds of floaty stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's very floaty.
Yeah. We might want to take a little bit more, Sam.
Yeah, I think that didn't become a sample.
I don't know.
Most of it. Well,
Most of it did. I can definitely take more.
Oh, we know you can take more.
But I think that...
Sam, you're not an SPL.
Yeah, if you think most of it's in there.
I think most of it's in there.
I do too. I think there was a little bit of floaties, but I think most of it went in there.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's probably good.
It's a small sample, but...
But we can get more. Up to you guys.
I think we're good.
Cool.
But I would like to get a zoom on that coral behind when you guys are ready.
Oh, yeah. You can try from here. No, never mind. That's as far as the camera goes over. I'll fly over there.
Why do you say fly and not swim?
I don't know. Swim over there.
Look at his little haircut.
That's cute. Oh my God.
What's happening?
Electric pan and tilt, anybody?
It's the
Jeez.
worst.
Useless. There you go.
You were trying to get it straight?
Well, I get like
It's-
OCD with it too, because it doesn't matter if it's like 5 degrees off.
Yeah,
I
it's
just like, get obsessive about it.
super annoying when it's not, though.
Yeah, a lot of pilots have like a struggle trying to get it like straight because
Yeah,
that's
it's-
that
'Cause
pan and
it's
tilts.
ridiculous.
It's not ideal.
Okay, zoom in there, please.
Oh, my bet is that the donuts are out now.
That's a nice one too.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah, it
another
looks really
grizzly
dense
gorget.
too.
Oh, the squat lobster in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can see its claws back there.
So do they prey on the corals as well, like the snails?
Squat lobsters?
Yeah.
No, for the most part, they're just trying to get up in the water column to grab detritus and food particles that are going by.
So they compete for the food.
So shrimp down
They
there.
I mean,
use
that's
it.
an interesting question.
Can I take bubble?
Yep. Are you all right with that?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, full wide.
I think there's, you know, I've seen some stuff that when you have a larger organism grabbing stuff, they can even just break larger food particles that the coral couldn't eat down into stuff that it could. So actually, it could help. It could be a little competition. But, I mean, for the most part, stuff is whizzing by, right? So you either grab it or you don't, either way.
Yeah, I don't know if when it comes to marine snow, food competition is like an actual thing. Like when it comes to chasing a gazelle on like an animal on the like on the field, then that might be more logical, no? That concept. But
Yeah.
here that it just goes by and you either catch it or not.
I mean, if you had a really dense aggregation, then something downstream of it
Yeah,
might
then-
be a little food poor, but I think stuff that's like right next to each other, it's not really, probably just, it's all whizzing by and they're grabbing what they can.
Step,
Sure.
bridge nav, step, please.
So Sam, for that coral that we just sampled that seemed really dense, do you think that's like a sign of
Thank you.
like health or age, or just is it kind of random?
I have no idea. I mean, probably just a different morphological growth structure for whatever species that is, but
Gotcha.
yeah, I mean, some corals, I'm more familiar with this in like shallow water corals, you can get very different morphologies in the same species based
okay.
on just different environmental conditions. So what makes coral IDs so tricky?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the shallow water stuff and the deep sea stuff, we're just completely revising the
Let me just finish
taxonomy
Argus real quick.
once we started doing genetics instead of just looking at the morphology.
May I ask something probably basic?
Yes.
What is a species? Like, how do you define a species? Or
Oh, Albert,
what-
this is
what
like a
makes it-
hotly debated issue.
Ah, so
He knows what he's doing. He always starts out with, this is a stupid question. It's his shtick.
No, I mean, so first of all, it's abstract, right? It's something that like humans we're applying a label to stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is what it is,
Yeah.
and then we are the ones coming along and saying, how are we going to delineate it?
Yeah.
So one of the common ways that people look at it is, can it reproduce with other members of whatever it is? So the problem with that is, first of all, you have asexual organisms like bacteria, so that doesn't apply to them. Then you have things that, you know, realistically most people would say these are different species, like a grizzly bear and a polar bear, but they actually can mate. So we're finding like grizzly polar bear hybrids. So, I mean, there's different definitions. I know for a lot of that bacteria stuff, they have like I think like a percentage of genetic code they go by, and
Yeah, and one big problem that's been coming about with the advent of genetic sequencing and testing of genomes between animals is that for a very long time, one of the big ways they'd classify species is based on how they looked. So they would look at the physical appearance, and the more similar that they were, they would group them together. But now we've started being able to do genetic testing on those and found that some that have been grouped together are actually different species. Even though they look similar, genetically they're different in their gene structure. Whereas some that were grouped separate based on their physical appearance are more similar genetically than we would have thought just based on how they look. And so now there's a kind of a discussion in the scientific community, okay, which one should we use? Should we use the physical appearance? Should we use the genetic sequence? And that's still kind of being discussed overall.
But genetic sequences are different for every individual, no? Or not?
But there's a level of similarity, right? Like all Homo sapiens, all humans have a level of genetic similarity that's different than for chimpanzees or orangutans, right?
And
so it's
do you know
it's
how,
just like
how
that.
like in terms of percentage?
It's like
what like
between us and
for instance you and me, how much percentage would you?
it's like 99% similar.
Really close.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we're like 97% with chimpanzees,
Yeah,
I
like
think.
97% with chimpanzees.
I forget something crazy high with like bananas.
That's crazy
high.
Yeah.
It's just like
with bananas, I think it's in the 80%.
Yeah.
Bananas
That's like the silliest thing I've ever heard.
like the fruit bananas?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, what other banana?
I don't know.
Banana people.
I don't know.
Let me Google this. Genetic similarity, humans and bananas. Oh, no. It's only 50% of our genes.
But still, I mean,
That's a lot, though.
Only
that's
50%.
That's half of
pretty
it.
high.
Oh, no, this other site says 60%, so.
Oof.
Shock. No, that's right.
Dang.
Keep it the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Another
if
step?
someone calls you bananas,
Just give me a
kind of-
second to
kind of
figure
right.
out where I am and
Yes.
make sure that everything's consistent.
You can say, hey, only 50%.
Hey, only 50% bananas.
50 to
What are-
60% depending on the web page.
Our direction is still going to be 0, 6,
At
0.
least 50. Yes.
Yeah, let me
least-
find where
at
this
least until
slope
they
is,
stop.
because right now I'm going downhill.
It should flatten out eventually. And like we
It's not very
Oh,
steep
I'm
right
just
now.
very far up.
But
Yeah, I saw that. Back in the full beans mode.
yeah.
50% of banana. What apples? Or what about melon?
So what kind of things do we have not a lot in common with?
Ants? I don't know.
I mean,
Well-
if we have 80% in common with bananas.
No, 50 to 60.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that seems ridiculous.
Yeah, that's a little
That's-
silly.
That's a lot. Like we have nails and they don't. So it's like
That's
have
the
nails
biggest
and they
difference you
don't.
could think of.
that's like
Yep.
very different.
The litmus test. The litmus test.
Do you have fingernails?
Mice are 85% similar to humans.
Well,
when
that
it comes
means
to
they make a
protein
decent
encoding
model.
genes.
So that
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So Albert,
Could
I
you
think
imagine testing vaccines on bananas?
Albert, I think once we get to this web point,
Yeah.
we can just go like on a straight line to the waypoint 2 that's in there.
So okay. And then
And then, yeah, well, we'll see if that might not even be on our watch, the rate we're going. But
no, but I guess coming up this will be the interesting thing.
So we share
So
more than
you're
50% of our genetic information with
60-ish,
plants and animals
55 or
in
something.
general. 80% with cows, 61% with bugs, like fruit flies.
Oh, wow.
Steps?
Good with me.
Yeah, sure.
Bridge nav, can we step please?
Well, we're going slow, but we've had all the interesting stuff.
Yeah, we
yeah,
have.
I mean,
This has been great.
yeah.
This has been super fun.
I'm definitely more interested in seeing what's here rather than just sprinting past everything, but don't want to get too far behind either.
My mind's blown. I'm never gonna look at bananas the same way.
So 50 to 60, we've
With-
decided?
With bananas, but in general, it's 50% with all plants and animals in general.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
can I get a Zoom video?
Yep.
No, it's, yeah. See that places it, makes it make more sense.
Okay, so what don't we share a lot of genetic material with?
Protists.
What?
Oh,
I'm just thinking something really basic like protists.
Oh,
But I
okay.
think we would share a fair amount with protists.
do we share a lot of common genetic material with the animals that live in the like the ones that go with the chemistry on the ship sites as well?
Like,
Tube worms and all this.
Oh, the snails and tube worms.
yeah, we would share,
Although they like
At least
live
50%.
out of a whole different
yeah.
energy source.
Mhm.
Oh my god. And yet we are destroying it. It never stops amazing me how like impressive everything is.
Can you zoom a bit more video?
That's all I can give you.
Okay. Oh, I see. I'm putting some things together that I didn't before. So the lasers are intersecting with the image plane farther away, and that's why they are in the field even though we're all the way zoomed in. And I understand now.
I would argue that reasoning though. That's not what's happening. The image plane, like that's way far behind the lasers. That's the projection of the lasers that
Right.
it's within because of the perspective projection thing going on.
Right.
Rather than the image plane is not like where the lasers are projected.
Right.
on the
Intersecting with the scene
scene. Yeah,
farther away.
yeah.
So, okay, go wide.
Coming out.
Not the image plane. The image plane hasn't moved.
Well, now it is moving because we're
Because
changing
you
focus.
changed the focus.
Well, or the focus is moving.
Focal plane moves, when you change your focal length, you've changed where your image plane is.
Yeah. Or I actually don't know that. Like I don't know what, like if you actually move the focal point or the image plane. You know what I mean?
Is the ship moving now?
No, I was waiting.
No, the
I'm
focal
going.
plane is.
Let's move the ship.
We were focusing here, you
Look
know.
at what's over there on the left coming in
I
Read
center.
snap, can we step, please?
That's an
Yeah, it
all
looks like an enemy.
worn out an enemy.
Yeah,
he may
he's
not be
just
worn
hanging
out.
out.
Sleeping.
He may be just looking over
It's
the.
just looking down. Man.
The shift is so
She's
hard
thinking
on
whether
Give
or
it a
not it's
break,
worth leaving.
species. Looks
Like,
like a very
I'm gonna
happy
jump.
enemy.
Can you give me a Zoom video?
I certainly can.
Sleeps like a horse.
How
What
do
is
horses
that?
sleep?
What does that mean?
That's how horses sleep
Like
with their
standing
heads
up.
down.
Oh, I guess yeah.
Standing up with their heads down.
Do they?
Just like Mike said.
Just like that.
I see
Yeah.
it. I see it.
Sleep just like that.
50% of their DNA, same sleeping habits.
We're
Pretty
all
much
so
a horse.
similar.
Probably even quacks like a horse. We'll call this the horse and enemy. Okay, go wide.
Hey.
Another slime star? Maybe?
Looks like it.
There's a coral also bottom right. You're not on a speed up, Gabby.
Zoom away, video. Thank you.
Is that a star?
It's a slime star.
Yeah. See, the other one earlier was way, way more on the go.
This guy's looking a little tired.
Yeah, he's living in his parents' basement.
Hey, don't judge it. People do what they can do.
Yeah. You can go a little wider, video.
Albert, what's the distance to waypoint 2 from here?
Bets are on. No.
Oh, and you can keep the ship moving too.
260.
I'm sort of
260 to 70.
Okay.
Bridge
Thanks.
snap, step please.
Go wide.
But do you want to try and reach this like local top, or do you want to start traversing to the waypoint 2 area? Sam.
Well, it looks like we're pretty much at the local
Yeah, but
top here.
yeah, but like we can actually like.
Yeah, I mean we can
You
follow
wanna
the
tilt your
follow the
camera
ridge up.
or you like it where it is?
Thanks.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah,
we
it should
taken
be-
any samples of sponges?
I don't think on
No.
this cruise yet. No.
Not in the whole cruise. Not like definitely not in this dive.
Yeah, not on our dives, but
Not in the previous
No,
dive.
I don't.
either.
We didn't yesterday either.
What's the sample that you like the most to process, Sarah?
Mud.
Of course.
Oh yeah, of course. Why did I even ask?
Why did you even ask?
Oh my God. Yeah, I have to think. Sorry. Yeah.
This is way better with the non-slippy
Yeah,
heading stick.
for sure.
Oh, hello.
ooh, hello.
Cool.
It's big. Can I actually get a quick zoom on the little yellow stuff? I know, not the like,
So disappointing.
not the interesting giant.
You can't make this stuff up. Okay, go for zoom video. Are these corals?
They're
Barnacles?
barnacles, it looks like.
Oh wow, yeah.
Cool.
Huh.
Thanks. There was a coral that we saw the first dive that they couldn't sample, and I was wondering if that was it. But thanks.
Can I go
Okay,
wide?
go wide.
These are like future corals, or they are like
They're
actual?
barnacles.
And what is
Actually,
that?
stop there.
A barnacle is a type of, it's like similar cousins with shrimp.
These yellow things are cousins to shrimp?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you say so.
If you've been in like a, you know, like an intertidal area by oysters and mussels and stuff, you'll see them there. They have a shell around them, and they
Okay.
come out and like filter feed and grab food particles.
Oh my God.
I have a funny barnacle story, but it
Go,
should
Gabby.
be an off-watch story. So ask me about it later.
We just need to wait
I
an
might
hour
know
and
what
40
that is
minutes.
about.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling too.
Yeah, this anemone is way more charismatic than the barnacles.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Bridge snap, step please. Thank you.
You can zoom in a little, video. Nice.
Oh, do you want to throw the lasers
Wow.
off for the highlight?
Oh,
I'll
I
get
have
'em.
the lasers on. Oops.
Lasers off.
Beautiful.
There's a lot of shrimp hanging around.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for leftovers or something, eh?
Maybe some protection.
Oh, yeah.
Video, you can keep this zoom as I pan away.
Okay.
Okay. Go wide. I'm going to hit the bottom.
Is it common to see barnacles in the deep sea? I feel like I've only ever really heard of them in like intertidal
I think we
and.
made it to the top.
It's not super common, so it is always kind of surprising when you see them. But we are starting to find them in more places
So
that
now we are
we
going
didn't
to change our
expect them
period.
to be before.
Okay.
You
Now
see
we're
them
gonna do
even
80.
colonizing corals sometimes.
Oh, really? Huh.
And you have different types that you'll find. Like you'll find
80?
the gooseneck
Yes.
barnacles.
Bridge nav.
And you'll find the
Can we
just
change
the
our bearing
singular
to
ones that
80,
we were
please?
seeing just before.
You'll
Some
see-
of the gooseneck ones will be like totally translucent. They'll be really
Oh.
soft exterior and translucent.
Yes.
Very
Step
cool.
20
I
meters,
love those
please.
gooseneck barnacles.
The
Yeah,
view from
they're
Argus
so
is pretty
cool.
rad.
Yeah,
Step
it's
20
cool, eh?
meters, please.
I don't really understand why people eat them. But
I know, it's so
Thank you.
bizarre. Like
Does
chewy.
not look appetizing.
And Albert, we don't have to go like exactly to waypoint 2. Like we can just kind of follow the ridge up and
Yeah.
see what looks good.
There's a bunch of these anemones up here. Must be good eating. Zoom video. Okay, go on. There's also a purpley thing here. Lost him. The rocks look pretty wild, like all outlined in sand.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to see it shift from like this very obvious looking lava flow to then just like this kind of rubbly rock face here, just like right next to each other.
I think a lot of the, like, I think it's still like a flow though, right? Because they're not all like detached.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
it's
I guess
that
that's a good
bubble.
point.
I have to go back in the science chat and look up the word.
Oh yeah,
Botryoidal. Bubble-like texture.
the knobbiness.
Yeah.
Video, can you give me a zoom? See the purple thing I'm after?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's a sea
cu-
star there, too.
Sea cucumber?
Yeah, it looks like it.
The same thing that was flying by the camera yesterday?
Yep.
Where is the like?
You want to go tighter?
I think that's good.
Like it was
Well,
like
not
something
the
like
not the exact
Not
same
the
thing.
same
Yeah, just
species
okay,
probably,
yeah.
but
Are there sessile sea cucumbers, or are they all like?
Yeah,
I don't know about
because they're
completely
stalked.
sessile, are they?
They're stalked sea cucumbers.
You see some that like you might even like call it a coral from like a little ways
Yeah.
away.
Oh,
Like they
really?
have their entire feeding apparatus like up in the water column, just like waving around.
Oh,
They're-
really?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that.
Can you imagine having a feeding apparatus instead of just like a
Huh.
mouth? That's pretty awesome. Like all this stuff that is used for feeding, like that
Bridge nav
crab.
step, please.
has so much accoutrement for eating.
Built for eating.
Wow, that's a pretty one.
I'm built
So
for eating too.
translucent.
Yeah, me too, actually.
Okay, go wide.
Sandstorm.
Got a little close
And
there.
we're skipping the donuts.
Oh, whoa. That's a big one up there, too.
Yeah, he's nice.
Could you imagine if anybody on the lounge here that's talking about the donuts and they decided to bring some?
Could you
Is
imagine?
this your subtle ask,
Yeah, that was
Albert?
not subtle, Albert.
Can you imagine?
Such a
You
scenario.
got donuts on the mind, man.
Can I go for the zoom?
Yeah, do it.
How grateful would we be for that person?
I would be very
We would
grateful.
do nice things for them, for sure.
Like relieve them for dinner, for example.
Yeah.
It seems like a fair trade.
For instance.
Did you want to try the focus again? There, perfect.
Yeah, more shrimp too.
Oh yeah. Okay, go wide. Already seen a few of these guys. God. It's really fun to follow these ridges.
Yeah.
Like this big bubble of lava. Oh, cucumber.
I just realized that it's been a long time since we've seen any fish.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's true.
That's absolutely right.
Can you go for zoom video?
Yep. That's pretty cool.
There's something to the upper left of him, right? I mean, correct.
Yeah, a rock.
A rock.
No, that looks like a sea
It
urchin.
looks like an
Yeah,
urchin.
Unfocused sea urchin.
Unfocused.
There you go.
He doesn't have any direction in life.
Yeah.
Just wandering.
He's trying though. You got to give him to him, all right? He's giving the college try.
Okay, go ahead.
Bridge nav step, please. So we are doing 80 now instead of 60.
Okay.
Because that looks like a top. Because you see the sonar.
Oh yeah.
Empty sonar tends to mean no more things to
No
watch.
more things.
Fresh out.
Going downhill is not as fun as going uphill.
It shouldn't be that, like, it should be only like 10 meters
Okay.
of downhill.
Do we know the total height of this seamount? Of
Like-
Baker Seamount?
Total?
Yeah.
Yeah, 0 meters. It's an island.
So negative.
Oh, I guess it
Negative
does. It
10.
tops out on the island. Good point. Okay, but what was the depth that we started at?
2000.
2000.
1966. To
Thank
be-
you.
Like in here it says expected depth. 1966.
2,000 meters about.
Yeah, but we were mapping at like 5,000 meters on the way, like just so.
What kind of resolution can we map in that depth?